But I mean, what you gonna do with two running backs?
He could trade Todd Gurley to get a quarterback. But you making him get rid of something instead of just giving him something. All these nine running backs.
That is hilarious. Yo, Jig is hilarious, yo. He said all these. I mean, he is right, but he's hilarious with the way he said it, though. That was funny.
Money.
Oh, man.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium.
That Jalen
Nigga, you crazy as hell.
Here was the
Nigga,
scene
you
with
crazy
the Cowboys
as hell.
emerging from their tunnel.
That's not stopping you from being great, David. Oh, never mind. I see what you're saying. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Set to match up with the New York Giants.
Oh, you ain't being great over here anyway. I'm over here. You ain't being great.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Listen, I'm telling you, that tree didn't hurt me. That tree hurting y'all more than it's hurting me.
That ain't hurt me. That ain't my team. Shit.
Whenever he dropped my damn receiver, we're gonna not even be hurt no more. We're gonna be good. Give me that hit, baby. Come here. Yeah, guys. I'm tired of you running. I'm tired of seeing it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Yummy, yummy. And my Tommy. Yummy, yummy.
Come on, set. 30 base. X3.
Oh, that's TD.
Get it.
Bam!
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley.
Oh, yeah, put Fly in here. Now, he going to be mad. He got to get the
Play
Bucks.
there from Saquon.
Again, yeah.
43 yards. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants
craziness already.
Week 2, 20-13, and then
Devin
week
White,
17,
you don't trade Devin White for no running back.
36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes.
Guys, you just fumbled. Get a ball up, man.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the ready. Check. Watch 54.
Just how you feel.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Hey, bro.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all
buddy.
you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Here's Barkley.
Hell no.
Barkley did not get there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes
your offensive line ain't blocking like it right now. How damn it!
And instead, it works opposite.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past
and
the
y'all
20.
are not the weakest team. Y'all working with Greedy Williams, T.J. Green. You didn't change that team. That ain't the same team no more. So I hear you.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown.
That boy Zeke is gone.
Ezekiel Elliott, 79 yards.
Nah, that was Zeke on that play. That was Zeke.
In the lead. Extra
He hit the hole though. He did hit the hole. My boy almost messed it up. My boy, they did, but he almost messed up. I had to cut back. If the line was like that, I would have just had smooth sailing. I wouldn't even had to
They will
juke.
not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. Good touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
It's a boot
not
right
easily
here.
done.
He got a boot on him. He got a boot on him. He got a boot on him,
Up to the
don't he?
35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said that. Calm down, don't he? Let me
Handoff here to
be
his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
He ain't gonna make it without the win now, don't he?
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Make him fumble again, man. Guys, we go Guys will fumble.
Flush to his right.
Shit, he just
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Ready. 50, play.
favorite.
Switch. Watch the ship. Pilot, 64.
It's my favorite.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard.
Ain't one,
if
bro.
that. Just
Ain't
a
one.
2-yard pickup, and that should
No, sir.
necessitate a call for the punt
Man, I
team
punted
here
that
on
joint
4th
earlier,
down.
man.
You
I
better
won,
read the
though,
rules,
but still.
nigga.
I won, but still, I thought we was running the same as kind of the other joint.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own
More guys
territory.
too.
4th down, and they're going to go for it.
More guys there.
They'll try and throw for it here.
What's the lead? 24-36.
Good shit.
It's a
Good
giant
shit.
1st down on
Good
a
play
gain
call.
of
Good
16.
play call.
You hear me?
Good play
Props.
call.
I know they got the first down.
What's the
but
lead?
Brandon, I still
24-36.
don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the
We
ball
there on
there,
this end.
played
We
some
on them.
field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a
Yeah,
punt,
man, don't hate me. That
right?
was some battles.
Field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame
You
man,
talking
in
about
on the
it, don't
tackle.
hate. The
spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31-31 tie, the only non-loss in the expansion Cowboys' first season. 6 decades later, still one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL. Heck, even Cowboys head coach Jason Garrett spent 3 seasons in a Giants uniform. And Dallas leads the overall series, including the last 4 meetings.
Yo, don't hate me having me weak, bro.
Jones,
give me like,
on 3rd down. Got a man, Slater.
Where the hell is he
And
going?
he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made.
Oh, my God.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
54, right there, 54 miles.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
1-2. Hey, don't hate.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means
Don't
they'll need
hate
to come up
funny
with something
hell.
here on 3rd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Shit, boy.
He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't
Oh,
pick
my
up the first
God.
down, but he does
He
gain
got
additional
unbreakable, don't
yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And the kick by Rosas is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season.
God damn, boy, them boys not get juked out, do
that
they?
is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way.
My mama always told me to be a brave soldier.
Maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Well, they had the run for no gain.
Shut up.
They'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And it
Hey,
tastes
kill.
so good.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man.
Make Geis fumble, y'all.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys
Make Geis
pick up
fumble.
the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Kill.
Oh my, that's game. That's game. That's game. That's game. Good game,
From
y'all.
the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Good game, man.
Mike 29.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cook. And he fires one that's intercepted. TJ Green.
I don't know how long that gonna be
here.
here. You can't be making throws like that.
Will get the football back.
Oh, man.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you put
he ran it.
On defense,
Don't touch him. Don't touch him yet.
Ways to take the ball away from the other
That's
team.
boom, man.
Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year in on the tackle for Dallas.
I ain't playing in this shit no more. Now I'm playing.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run
You guys
fits.
don't hate, man. We always have a battle, man.
Right there.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Catch made by Slayton. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Giants.
Yeah. I know I would.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st
Hey, yo, y'all know if he dropped. Y'all know if he dropped my.
After the penalty,
you see he didn't.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
See what I'm talking about? He's trying to keep all the receivers. Anybody you put on that team, they're going to try to keep all of them.
The key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jones now. Off play action. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing, Jones, eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Here's Austin. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the point of attack.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Bring it up. I got a new friend.
Prescott. Escaping the pressure right.
Style P, what you trading on them Saints, man? I know you trading after that game.
Coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Yep.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
It's the Seahawks.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Yep.
Skills always.
Seahawks.
Back-to-back good plays. Have a
hey, I need one of them receivers. What you need? What you trying to get from my team? What you need over there?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now.
I need like one.
As the clock will stop with 30 seconds to go in the first half.
You trade Kamara?
What you? Oh no, that's possible. It's a possibility.
They keep on the ground with Elliott.
Well, look at the Seahawks, man. Tell me what you mean.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down now, it's Elliott. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on a field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The kick by Maher is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper.
Oh my goodness, Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, Dak Prescott, Dak Prescott. Whew. Whew. Jesus. Oh, you saw that throw just now? Oh, Jesus. I'm like, oh my gosh right now.
They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Man was ass open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He throwing like that? Dak throwing like that? We don't want him. Like, no. We never needed him. Generic one.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Them feel like running
play
quarterbacks.
coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Them for niggas you know can't get the ball off in time.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete.
Them tight slow.
Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense?
Give me one. Oh, you're talking about animation?
And keep themselves in this one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they
Hell
use.
of a Jew.
Just
Hot
something
damn.
to get you off to a quick start.
Call it an 8-yard
That's all I
gain.
can
Much
say to
better
that.
shape now on
Goodness
third and
gracious.
just a yard.
It brings up third down.
90 Wolf.
On third down, Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start. He's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
If you got X factor, you nice.
Stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense. We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open.
I don't let him do that shit on me twice.
17 yards and a giant first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, snap.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
49 is undefeated on the game.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Nigga Brian Burns.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here's Elliott. Oh, look at the juke. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 37-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Who got Stafford?
Again, it's Elliott.
I said who got
Snuff
Stafford.
this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Back at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. I got 15.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
3rd and long for Prescott. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Gonna give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. This is Coleman with a grab. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
30 base.
Let's go, defense. Out.
A first down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide,
I don't control
tight.
fatigue.
Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him
it's just
in
on
all
all
aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, D ain't coming back.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Oh. You the game with it.
Who's that? Mike's 40.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
He owed me one.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Elliott on first down going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
It's not over unless you got 3 timeouts.
On first down, it's Elliott, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Yeah.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Skills got this new shit.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Skills got some new shit, and that shit's some fire.
Carry here for Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he's
in
for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame,
that's like Skills got killed.
At the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
This nigga is a motherfucking problem.
This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Skills got a new play, y'all. Y'all better watch out. That shit some gas. He got about 2 of them. Telling you, that play action shit nasty too.
We're gonna run right here, Brian. Win the game. I mean, tied up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. Nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
You know, I only put up 7 points, but I still feel like I played a good game.
That hype button, man, take over.
There you go. Right there. 54, right there. Come.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Let's go.
Like that big money shit.
The full start backs him up 5, first and 15. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, shit.
Werner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long.
I won 20-13.
Back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know,
yeah,
it's
shit got crazy earlier, man.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys.
You have to call Styles to have a, still can't have a talk with him. He just got all the way out of pocket earlier, that's all. He got all the way out of pocket.
So for the Cowboys, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit.
I can't save them from that.
By a touchdown, and they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves
got out of pocket,
at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching
shit
the
like
NFL.
That. He didn't want to be involved in the league anyway.
I mean, he did, but he I don't know what he look at things differently than what they really are. That's the best way I can describe it.
That's what you got my